The first question she asked me is, what does your smell like?
What?
Yeah.
Today we're in London asking people for their craziest first date stories. Let's see what we can find. We're here with Cheech. Can you please tell us your story?
My really bad first date, a guy told me he was gonna take me on for a drive, and I was like, okay. And then I came out from my front door, and then I was like expecting a car, and a purple Lamborghini pulled up, and I was like, what? Like a purple Lamborghini? And I was like, okay, maybe this guy's rich. But I later found out that it's a rental car.
No.
So we drove around in this like purple Lamborghini around the whole town, and then he told me to film a video of him like driving a Lamborghini without me in it, just like filming him in it.
Oh my god. So you were just his camera girl for the
So I
day?
was just his camera girl, and I was just like filming him driving this like brum, 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 brum.
No way.
And then after I came out, I was like, oh no, like.
When did you find out it was a rental?
He told me at the end. He was like, I was like, is this Lamborghini yours? And he was like, no, I rented it just for this like date. And I was like, oh, right, okay.
So what, did you see him again?
No.
Damn.
Yeah.
What's the moral of the story?
Just like, don't be materialistic, I guess.
Did you know roughly 25% of first dates actually lead to a second date? That's quite crazy. We got the office story. Tell us the office story.
Yeah, the office story is a good one. So it was a Hinge date, first date. We go for a few drinks. We were basically walking past, and I was like, oh, my office is there. So you can see where this is going.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I was like, we can go and take a look. Went into the office, toddled upstairs, took a round. I was like, yeah, this is my desk here. And then, you know, one thing led to another.
Little blessing on the desk.
Little blessing on the desk. Yeah, it's good fun. It's good fun.
Fair enough. What percentage of first dates do you think actually end with a kiss? Well, I'll tell you. And it surprised me. It's 53%. I thought it would be way lower.
I went on a date with this guy, and we like went to the cinema or whatever, and he was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna pick you up, and I was like, okay, great. We go to the cinema and we walk in, and he's like, right, this is our movie. We walk in, the whole cinema is packed out, and like the movie's like going on, and I'm like, oh shit, we must be like, I don't know, like 20 minutes late or something. And then we sit down and the credits start rolling, and basically he'd read like 15:30, he thought it was like 5 o'clock, but it was actually like 3:30 p.m. and he just couldn't tell the time. We like walked in and there was like 5 minutes left, and then we just had like walk out again. It was just really awkward because he was embarrassed, I was embarrassed.
Did you go somewhere after?
I think we went to like Nando's or something. It was just
Oh, he took us to Nando's!
it was a really day. And then I think at the end, like we like walked home and we were like, yeah, it was nice to meet you. And I was like, I can't go out with someone who can't tell the time. Like, I'm sorry. If you think 15:30 is 5 o'clock, then yeah, that's an issue. I'm sorry. Yeah.
So I'm guessing you didn't see each other
We
again.
didn't see each other again. Shout at him though. He tried his best.
Shout out him.
Shout at him.
You tried your best, mate, whoever you are.
You weren't that guy, but you tried. You tried, but you weren't that guy.
Being on your phone, talking too much about past relationships, and being rude to staff are major turn-offs on a first date. Flattery and being kind and present are positive qualities that can make a first date even more successful. And apparently lunchtime dates are more successful on average than nighttime dates. So next time you're planning a first date, do it during the day.
Meet when travelling. He's with this girl in bed or whatever, and they stop. There's blood everywhere. The girl thinks it's her. She starts crying, says sorry and all that. My mate's banjo snapped. Yeah, bro. Bro, and he didn't even tell her either.
We're here with
Adam.
Adam. Go on, tell us your story.
It's just more of like a first question that a lady asks. Because normally when you go in, like, that's like, you know, what they're doing in the city, what work they're doing, what hobbies you like. And the first question she asked me is, what does your smell like?
What?
Yeah. And I was cool. And I went, I can't bend that fast to smell it. But I do wash regularly.
Where did you meet this girl?
Oh, it's just on like Hinge.
And that's the first thing she said to you?
Yeah, could you imagine that? Yeah.
Did you end up sleeping together?
Nah, that.
So she just wanted to know what it smelt like, and then you never saw each other again?
Yeah, well, that freaked me out from the get-go.
I did not expect that. Give it to us.
Yeah, it was a bit mad. I went on a date with this guy in Manchester. Seemed pretty normal, other than the fact that he said he didn't have many mates at the time, and I was like, all right, whatever. Went back to his afterwards, because it was just end of the night, and thought might as well. He's been a bit funny about me getting a drink on the way home from the shop. He was like, no, I'll get you a drink. And I was like, no, it's fine, I'm all right. I'll get my own. And then went up to this guy's gaff. He shut the door, and then he bolted the door, and I was like, that's a bit weird, but whatever. And then he was like, go and sit in the lounge and I'll see you in a minute. And he went into his bedroom, I'm pretty sure. And then I sort of sat in the lounge and I was looking about, and he just had a few like like ornaments around his gaff, and I was thinking, what is that? That's a symbol I know. It's something that I know.
Did you go on a date with Jeffrey Dahmer?
Well, it felt like it at the time, to be honest, because then it turned out it was the American Confederate flag was like all over his gaff, and I was immediately a bit weirded out. And it was like 2 or 3 minutes, and this guy hadn't come out of his room, and I was like, is he putting like a latex suit on us? I don't know. I was freaking out. He might have been all right, to be fair, but it really freaked me out. And I saw the Confederate flags, and I just ran. Well, literally, it was like that. Double unlocked the door. He never messaged me after as well, which I think was a bit dodgy. But
That is mad.
so that was my
I
first
think
date.
you
yeah.
got out of there lucky, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, respect. According to studies, 42% of people have had a one-night stand and regretted it the very next day.
My name's Yana.
Nice to meet you, Yana. What's your date story?
This guy, I basically like met him in like a club or something, and he was like, "Want to go on a date?" And I was like, "Sure." We went to the pub, and then after the pub, he was like, "Oh, I'm feeling kind of tired. Like, do you want to just go and see if we can find like a hotel?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." He was like, "Oh, I have a friend like works at a hotel. Like, we can get discounts and stuff." Went to this hotel, and then they were like, "Oh, the only room we have is like £100." And then like where I'm from, like Glasgow, that's like really quite expensive for like a hotel night. And he made me pay like the £100, and we ended up staying in this like really like awful hotel room like overnight. I mean, like nothing happened because I was just kind of like, I felt bad to like leave or like say no, so I ended up like paying the £100. It was literally like we went to pay it, and he was like, "Oh shit, like I've not got my card or anything with me. Like, it's okay if
He was lying.
And I
He heard
was
that
like,
£100. He's
I
like, it's
did,
way too much, but I want to sleep here.
When he said he didn't have the car, I was like, gonna have to pay this. And I was like, we were too deep in. Like the guy was like ready to give us a hotel room, but nothing happened like between us. I didn't talk to him after that. Like it was.
Oh, you never saw him again?
No, like I left the next morning and I was like, okay, I'm not doing this.
I don't blame you, to be honest.
This guy is like weird.
Tell me, what have you got?
It was during COVID. I know it shouldn't have really happened. This one guy came. We went out, and then there's like a big fountain in the middle of Canary Wharf. He goes to me, goes, "I bet you wouldn't f***ing get in the fountain." I go, "Get in the fountain." I was like, "Of course I get in the f***ing fountain." So anyway, I strip down, take my bloody jeans off, get down just to my brown pants, and then we get in the fountain.
He gets in the fountain with you?
He gets in the fountain with me. We're having a blast, we're splashing each other, and then as we go to get out, I then put my foot down. It's sort of one of those infinity fountains, and I go to put my foot in the gap of the infinity fountain, but then it gets hit on the corner of the marble. Then I pull my leg up. He goes, "Oh my God," he's like, "I can see your bone." My leg was split. He then goes, "Right, we're gonna have to," no, straight away he goes, "We're gonna have to call an ambulance." It was our first date, so we didn't even know each other. So then then I couldn't put my jeans back on. So then my leg is on his shoulder on a bench by this fountain I put my top on by this point. I'm just in my pants. He had to call 999. So he gets left behind because it was COVID. He couldn't come in the ambulance with me because it was one person alone. The ambulance people are cracking up. They're like, "What the f*** have you done?" Because I couldn't even put my trousers back on. So I had to get in the ambulance with just my pants on, leg bleeding out. Anyway, I'm then getting stitched up. We had one more date. It was terrible, and then I never saw him again.
Oh, there it is.
There. Yeah, there you go.
We've even got the scar to prove it.
Scar to prove.
That is a
So,
crazy
yeah.
story. Thank you so much. What was your name?
Georgia.
Thanks, Steph.
Nice to meet you.
Appreciate it.